The day should be in bold, so basically I'm going to create two class styles, strong text, and all I have to do for that, again, is create a new CSS rule. Again, I'll do it both ways. I can select this word, targeted rule, new rule, edit rule, and that's going to be strong text. Click OK, and the rule that you want to do is font weight equals bold. Simple as that. And then what I can do after creating that is apply it to every single item here. I'll show you the HTML way of doing it. It's a little bit easier because you can see the actual rule properties. Again, that's all that's going to do is create a span class strong text. Simple as that. And then I'm going to create another one called font 12, which means that the font is 12 pixels. Again, I can do this the same way. I can select the text, go to CSS, new CSS rule. This is called font 12. And this is going to be simple font size equals 12 pixels. Click OK, and that automatically applies that span class font 12. Now I personally like a little space in between. So in the design view or the code view, I prefer the design view in this case, I'm going to hit Shift Return 2 times to apply that space. And then now that I've got my rule created, I'm just going to do font 12 for each one of these and then Shift Return twice. I paused the video briefly to just repeat that whole process till I'm at the very end. Now the reason I could have easily selected these words and just put in Command B or click the B symbol here for a strong tag. The reason why I created a style for that, and especially why I created a style for this 12 pixel font, is because I can easily apply it to any future elements that may have this particular effect or property, and this way we can keep it consistent throughout. Now, again, proceeding on, I'm going to have trouble in the design view to hit another line outside of the list item since I'm done with that. So I'm going to go up to Code View, hit Return to take my next part, Contact Us, which is bold. And I'm just going to paste that in there, go down here, and then that was, what was that, in H3, bold. That. This is p-sized 12 pixels. Now, here's a little test for you. How is the easiest way to do this? This isn't a p tag, but I want it 12 pixels. Have we heard of something that was 12 pixels before? So the easiest way to do this, now that I've set up a 12 pixel style, is to apply font 12, just like that. So much easier. Now, this one's a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to copy and paste these because these have the instructions in the parentheses. This is italics for email. Now here, I'm not going to worry about a style here. Here I'm just going to click the I for italics, and then phone is bold. Why would I do this, by the way? Why would I do these small little tiny details like that? Just make sure you get rid of the instructions here. Reason being is it makes it stand out. Even small little things like this can really make your stuff stand out. Do not forget these tiny little details. They're extremely important. And it makes your content much easier to read. Now this is going to be a regular p tag. These are going to be navigation items. And then horizontal rule. That is horizontal rule is how we can determine what this is actually going to be. This is an HR tag. Now we can go up to my insert bar and click horizontal rule here, or I can just type in, of course the class font 12 applied itself automatically here. So I could type in HR like that, and that creates the horizontal rule here. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that P tag altogether. Don't need it. By the way, this does not need font 12. Notice that as soon as you apply a style to the P tag and you hit return, it automatically applies to the next line. So you do have to get rid of that in the code view. Just be aware of that. Those are some little CSS gotchas and HTML gotchas that Dreamweaver sometimes doesn't do very well at. Last one, P size 10 pixels, create a style called font 12. That's going to be real small here. So outside of my horizontal rule, ooh, my horizontal rule got caught in a broken P tag here. So make sure you don't get rid of that. I'm going to add that content in there and then apply the P tag afterwards. Again, that horizontal rule can be sometimes hard to get a good P tag after that, so I'm just going to do it this way. And then create a font that's 10 pixels, so again, a new style font 10. And we're going to create new CSS rule, class. Notice that all of these new rules are class styles, and this is very simply font size 10 pixels. Boom. All right, just a little recap. First of all, let's take a look at this in the browser. Okay, sorry, I jumped to a different screen there. Here it is in the browser. Set up exactly the way I wanted it to. This is how your work should look like at the end. Also want to take a look at the back end here, and you should have a font listing, style listing that looks similar to this. Not a heck of a lot going on up here yet, but we're gonna continue on. We're gonna add to this in the next video.